Hey guys, all right, so we are gonna put these yummy treats in this jar, but we're gonna first change out the jar to be a little bit more springy, right? And so not necessarily just Easter, but to last you all spring, okay? So first we're gonna remove off this stuff, okay? So this is shimmer frost, and we put these snowflakes on back in winter, Christmas time. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those, and let's actually use the jar for treats, right? Now, what are your favorite Little Debbie treats? I've always liked these, like the zebra ones, the zebra cake ones, delicious. And then of course, oatmeal cream pies. Like, which ones are your favorites? Oh, Swiss rolls, especially when you put them in the freezer. Those are delicious. Okay. I might end up eating some of the snacks, but you know, we'll see what happens. Okay, so let me remove the lid. We're gonna go ahead and start to take off this. Now, I'm gonna use a paste scraper, and I'm just gonna go through and scrape it off, but I'm gonna test something out. So I can scrape this off just by using the paste scraper just fine, but I'm gonna try and see how it would be if I go ahead and add some water. Oops, sorry. Okay. I had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I forgot to do that. Okay, so as entertaining as it is to kind of scrape it, let's go ahead and maybe spray it. So that way we could soften up our paste. Okay. And I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna see how it's gonna work just using a board eraser only. Hey guys, watching quietly from work. How fun. Feel free, type in the word jar, J-A-R, and I will send you the details where I got everything at, okay? So I am just using my board eraser, and this works awesome. Okay, so let me see if I can show you. So I did spray this side with water. Can you guys see it just removing? Yay! So when the water sits on there a little bit longer, it's gonna really soften up our paste. So notice this part up here probably didn't have a ton of water because that piece right there isn't coming off as easily. But these other sections that had water on it, it's coming off no problem. Right? So this may end up being the easiest. I don't know. We're gonna spray the other side and see how the paste scraper works with it, and then maybe come back over and clean with the board eraser. We're gonna test them both out. Oh, we're just wiping away, aren't we? All right, let me flip it on over. All right, let's try this side. So again, I'm gonna spray it. You definitely wanna spray it with some water. It's a lot easier to come off. Let it sit for a little bit. So this time I'm gonna attempt I know it was a little squeaky, wasn't it? It was like, sounds like you're at a car wash or something. Okay. Yes, it was done in chalk paste. So check it out. Now I'm just going over with the paste scraper, and same thing, just comes right off. And then we can wash this up with napkins. And that way you save your board eraser. Okay, so you can also do this exact same thing. I know this is on glass, but you can do the exact same thing on your chalkboards with our chalk paste. If you guys, I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder. We're about to get in a little bit of rain. Okay, this is coming off. I honestly think that the paste scraper is much easier than the board eraser and not as noisy, but I definitely recommend spraying it with the water first, as that made it a lot easier for it to come off. Okay, so yay, it's done. Now we're just gonna wipe it down. Gonna wipe it down with a napkin. And then anything that's left over, we can come back on with our board eraser just to kind of clean it up a little bit. Ooh, sorry. So I put my towel there so it wouldn't be too loud. Awesome. Okay, that came off pretty well. Let me move that over because it does have some. All right, I sprayed that. I'm gonna come back over with my board eraser. I'm just gonna wipe around the edges to kind of clean it off. One more time. It's like cleaning windshields. All right. Yay! Looks awesome. Okay, so you can definitely wash it in the sink as well. It was just water. Just water, and that paste scraper takes everything off. Again, I'm sure you could just wash it in the sink if you choose to do it that way. Like if you actually put cookies in here, you probably want to wash that, right? Okay. Ta-da! It is all clean. All right, let me put that towel over there so I don't forget to wash it. And let's go ahead and start adding some cute things on this, okay? So, first thing, I'm gonna put something here so it holds it, so it doesn't roll. We'll pop a paste scraper on that side. And let's see, what else do I have? I have a multi-tool. All of my squeegees are being washed. So I have two. I have two, and I have some, what are those called? Stir sticks. Okay, guys, we are going to put like a spring theme on it, okay? And I really want to use these flowers. I haven't even used it yet, but I'm going to show you a couple of the colors we're going to be using. Now, I am using these 4 jars. I did put them, if you comment the word jar, it'll tell you the colors of all of these that I'm using in the jar. And then I'm using these colors, but I have them available in paste packets. So if you don't have one of these colors, the paste packets are available in these. But I do not believe the paste packets were not available in these colors. So if you like this pattern together, or like these, the color theme together, then definitely grab these. This is the color of the month. This is Duchess, and you can only get it with a qualifying purchase. So type in the word jar, and you can just read it under supplies list, okay? All right, we are going to be doing these. Look how pretty these are. Can somebody tell me what these are called? Tell me what that is, and tell me what kind of flower that is. I know nothing about flowers. I just know they're pretty. That is all. Okay, so I have my fuzzing cloth here. We are going to use it because we are doing glass. Let's see. And we're going to do this flower first. Okay, let me fuzz that. Pansies. Okay, and then what is the big flower? Pansies are the little ones, right? And what's the small one? Blooms like a puppy? Blooms like a puppy? Is that what you said? All right. So let's go ahead and we're gonna lay this on here. Okay, and we're gonna use a little bit of Shimmer Violet. a zinnia chrysanthemum. Ooh. First ones were pansies. And then I do have berry. So we're going to use these two purples. And then I have a zinnia. I have cadet. And then I have duchess. Okay. So the pansies, I always see them in like these colors. And I've seen like purple, pink, and yellow at the Dollar Tree. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So that's kind of what I was thinking of doing. I'm gonna try it and we'll see how it works. So this one I'll probably go ahead and do purple, and then I'll do another one on the other side, and that'll be the blue one. So what we'll do is I'm gonna add a little bit of this shimmer in the center on this one, and then I'm gonna add it around the outside on the other one. Okay, and then we're gonna add the berry on the outside of these. And then we're gonna add berry on the inside of this other one. Okay. And then I have our green for our leaves. Okay, so I'm gonna put some green down here. That should be plenty. Set that aside. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my squeegee. I'm gonna grab a baby wipe because I'm gonna wipe off my squeegees in between. All right. You can use a paintbrush. Okay. So we're doing the green part real quick because that's gonna be easiest to get to first. All right, I can put the excess back in the jar. I'm gonna wipe it down. And the stuff that I have on here right now, you guys, like the two purples, I'm not gonna be able to put those in the jar once I begin to mix them. So what I'm doing, see if I can kind of craft upside down. I am going around the outside on two of these. And I want to save as much paste as possible, okay? So I'm trying to not touch or mix just yet. So notice, look how much paste I have. I would have wasted all of that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that in the jar before I begin to mix. And I'm gonna do the same thing with that shimmer violet. I'm just gonna kind of go around the outside, okay? Go around the outside here. All right. And again, I saved all of that. Now, this is the part where I'm not really going to be able to save any of it. I'm just going to have to swipe it, and this is where they're going to begin to ombre. So I'm going to pull it around the center here. Okay, I'm just going to pull around the center on that one and this one since they happen to be both the same colors. I'm going to wipe off that real quick, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. And I'm going to bring that color on over here as well. Okay, so now I'm going to just make sure that I've got all of my places covered. Okay, looks like everything's covered. I'm going to go in with my finger and I'm just going to lightly mix. I'm gonna lightly ombre here. I probably should have pulled up the bottom part, you guys, where my green is. I didn't think it was gonna take me this long to do, I guess because I'm explaining. So I'm just gonna hope that it stayed. Can you guys see that? Look how pretty! Okay, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. Okay, let me wash this off because we are going to do the same thing with blue. All right. And then let me show you how pretty it really came out. I know it's kind of hard. Can you use a paintbrush? Oh, can you use a paintbrush? I wouldn't use the paintbrush on applying the paste itself. I would probably use the paintbrush like now. So like if you wanted to paint in the flowers right here, you could go in and paint it, and then you could lay the transfer back on top and go over the outline of it. That's probably what I would recommend. Oh, why is my water bottle not doing what it needs to do? I think the little spout inside is too short. Okay. So I cleaned that off. Let me let it dry over here. And let me flip this around to show you guys how it looks. All right, can you guys see it? So do you see how these two are a lot lighter? Like it has just the outline. So if you wanted to go on and paint this one and paint the bottom one there, then you could lay the transfer back over it and redo the outline. Okay, so I don't seal any of my stuff because I typically just wash it off. So you can, if you want. There's like, what is that? Like the clear polyurethane type of spray. Is that right? You could do that. All right, so there is one. We're gonna do another one, but let's do something else right here. I think I'm gonna put, let's hold on. Ooh. Let's do the hummingbird. How about that? I think we could do the hummingbird right here. And then once the flower dries, we'll set it, like keep moving it over. So we'll just work our way across. So hummingbird, thank you. What colors? It's gonna be a variety of colors, but maybe we could stick with the, I don't know. We could do a little bit of everything, right? What color is a hummingbird? I feel like I need to look at a picture. I haven't done a painting this week yet, you guys. And I will. Purple hummingbird. Hummingbird, no, just hummingbird. Let's see. I just need to look at a picture of it. Ooh, this one's beautiful. Ooh, this one's blue. Ooh, this one's blue and green. Let's go with that. Okay. So, let us see. I need to wipe off my stir sticks real quick. Red and yellow. You can type in the word jar and I will send you info on where I got the transfer. The hummingbird one. All of it is together. It's the hummingbird with the 2 flowers and the 2 bees as well. They're super cute. All right, so we're gonna do blue and green. So we're gonna go with the, most of the body of it on this picture that I'm looking at is kind of green. So I'm gonna go like with the top of its head, green, into there, and maybe like, yeah. Okay. Then we can come over here and do some darker blue, like in its face, and, oops, I guess his feet are gonna be blue. And some in his tail. And we could do part of his wings up there. Okay. Then we could bring in our really pretty Duchess color. This brings in some of that shimmer. We could put that in here, on his belly, on his other wing, and maybe like his beak. I don't know. All right. Put that back in the jar, and then I'm gonna finish up with just a tad bit of teal. Maybe I'll just put it in there. I'll just drop it right here in case I need it. All right. Now, I think we're just gonna swipe it. I'm not gonna worry about like trying to mix it too much. I may go in and ombre it after we pull and scrape, but let's try. All right, let's pull. I'm just gonna pull. I'm gonna pull all the way down, and I'm wiping at the same time. And then I'm gonna go back in and ombre just a little bit because I do want them to kind of run together. All right. Now, ooh, this is pretty close to painting, right? I think that's good. I'm actually dipping my finger in some of the teal paste here instead of water. Just kind of mixing. Let's see how that turns out. It could be terrible. It could be awesome. Who knows? I think it's pretty good. Not the best. I did make a pretty awesome hummingbird one time. I think it was last year sometime, and it was beautiful. It was a different transfer of ours, but nonetheless, it was super awesome. Okay, so I don't know. You guys can't see from that angle. Hold on. Let me spray this, get this cleaned off. And then I will show you what it looks like. I think I need to get more water in my water bottle. All right, let's let that dry so I can put it back on the sheet. But let me pull this up. To try and show you guys. You can see it. I think it would be super cool if you would paint it in, like paint it in, like do it first or like do it in one color. Paint. I think we should do that. I just bought some watercolor paper from Dollar Tree and we may try and do that. That'll be my painting segment. Oh, yes. Maybe tomorrow. I'll probably use this transfer again tomorrow so we can see what it would look like, okay? All right. I think this is dry. I don't want to set it on anything like the hard surface, so I'm gonna set it like that. Hopefully it won't move on me. I should be okay. And we're gonna do one more set of the pansies on this side. Ooh, or should we just do this one? What color is this? Okay, did we decide what kind of flower is this? I have no idea what it is. Do you guys know what it is? Can you tell me? Can we get a group consensus? Because I think everybody thought it was something different. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do this one over here while we wait. All right, and I need a piece of placement tape because I think I scraped too hard, and I think I might have took off some of the adhesive on the back. Whoops. All right. Zinnia. Okay, let me look it up. Zinnia. Images. Ooh. It could be a zinnia. That looks just like it. That looks just like it. I don't think it's a Gerber daisy. Maybe a dahlia. Let's look at a dahlia. And then, but it looks like it's just one color. So I see what you guys are saying about the dahlia, but I think it may be the zinnia because the dahlia has a sharper petals. So I do think it's the zinnia. Yeah. Okay, and it looks like they're just mostly just one color. There are a few of them that have like a different color center. So tell me what color should we paint that one? Okay, I'm gonna do this one real quick, but tell me, what do you guys think? What color? Should we do one color, two-tone, or one? Should we just do it in what? Pink? And then we could do, I could do the bumblebees on this side, or I could put one, I don't know. Let's try. Let's try. Let me finish this one first. Okay, let's put that on there. Then we're gonna go with, ooh, which one? Okay, I think I'm gonna do that in the center. This one on the outside. And then we'll do the Duchess on the center. Okay. Oh, should we do, yeah, we're just gonna do Duchess. And then outside Duchess over here. Awesome. Let's not waste it. Okay, I need another baby wipe. We're going through baby wipes today because I only have a couple of these. Let's see. Yellow, orange, pink. Okay, between those colors. Got it. All right, so we are going to do real quick, we're going to get the outside and the center and the outside of this one as well. Okay, so cool. Now I can put the blue back in there, wipe this off. I think I put just enough Duchess in here just to cover it, so I think I should be okay. So I'm gonna just start pulling in the colors. All right. And looks like that's all colored in. Let's get our bottom done. I'm getting a little bit of blue. Got to take that off. Pull this up to the stem. Okay. And see if I can rub in a little bit over here. I don't know. These might look a little funny. We'll see. Oh no. It looks like the flower. Awesome. Okay, you guys. Look how pretty that turned out. I think it looks great. All right, cleaning these out. And then we'll get our last one on, and then we'll fill it up with all the goodies. Okay. Can you guys see that? It's really hard to see that outlined one, so I would love to have colored it in, right? Color it in. So we're gonna try that tomorrow and see how that works out. But so far, I love the blue. And we've got a little bit of purple on this side. We'll put another flower over here. Now, I don't want to mess up our current flower, and I think we could dry it, but this one he's dry. Just make sure he doesn't roll over. So we could put the other flower here. Okay. Let me close up my blue, because we're gonna do maybe a little bit more purple and pink, right? And then we could do the bumblebees in yellow. I think that'd be awesome. Okay, now I will tell you, I did put coral in the link, but I'm gonna have to use guava. They are a slight difference. Guava does come in the single pack, but I had chose coral because that's the color I originally wanted to use. But this one is not good. It's done. I need to throw it away. So I wrote it on my list to get a new one, but I am going to use guava in its place. But again, I would have preferred to use the coral. All right, so if we put this one like, I don't know, right here, we could probably put a bee on both sides. Okay. And we could put the green a little bit on the bottom, and then what did we say? Okay, we're gonna do like purple and pink. We'll put the pink in the middle. And the purple on the outside. And then we'll kind of mix them a little bit. This one should be a lot easier to do. Ooh, I'm not gonna do the berry. I'm gonna do the violet. Let's do the shimmer. We'll swap it. We'll do the shimmer in the center. Shimmer. Okay. And then we're gonna do the pink on the outside. It's kind of a pinkish orange. So it'll be pretty bright. All right, I'm gonna come back in with the squeegee. And let me dab on a little bit of green. Okay. So I know the angle is a little weird today, you guys. I apologize. So we're gonna go around in a circle, the outside of the flower first. Okay, and I'm gonna put all of that back in the jar because I don't want to waste any of it if possible. And then I'm gonna scrape down a little bit of this. All right, I can put that back in the jar, and now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna mix them, okay? Before I do that, let me go ahead and pull our green down. All right, green is done. And I'm gonna take my finger and I'm just gonna rub in to kind of mix in these two colors here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna grab a little bit of purple and use that to kind of pull it outwards because I do want the shimmer to kind of come out a little bit more. Okay, let's take this off and see. Nice. Look how cute. Again, we're gonna wanna color it, like paint it in, okay? So I think this would look really cool on, what is it? Like canvas, if we were to paint, or in a shirt. Ooh, we could do it in a shirt. We could totally do it on a shirt. Ah. There we go. I need more water. All right, I missed a couple of comments. We'll get those in just a second. Let's let that one dry. Okay. Oops. All right, let me close up some of these. Okay, anyone tried mixing it with etching cream? You can. I have seen somebody do it before, but I don't know that the color is like super vibrant, like as far as it dyeing the center of it. But you can definitely give it a try. I haven't done it yet. I have etching cream. I just haven't used it a lot. But maybe we can try it. I think that's a good idea. I just haven't used etching cream a lot because I didn't have like a water source in here to wash it off, but I could just get like a pan and rinse it with water and see how that works. Okay, so let me dry that one because we're gonna come back in and put 2 bees on both sides, and then we'll fill this up with our snacks, our snacky snacks. Okay, so far, I'll have to get you guys a better visual of it, but let's put our bees on here. Oh, we could put both bees like on it, or we could have them flying. Oh! I might put them flying, but I will tell you, if you leave the bees as is, they kind of fit. They fit perfectly, like both of them. It looks like they are nibbling on the inside of the flower. Etching cream. So you can use etching cream with our transfers. It has been done. I have done that for sure. You won't ruin your transfer. Just need to wash it like normal. So there is that. I should just do this in all yellow, right? Shall we try it and see what it looks like? I don't know what it's gonna look like. We can wash it off if it looks funny. I think I need to paint underneath it. I haven't even used these yet, so. Let's see. I mean, you can tell it's a bee. Kind of. I mean, I guess we could just leave it. I could just leave it like that for now, and then if I get a chance to go back in and paint inside, then we can go back over these things, right? We can go back over the flowers on the ones that need to be filled in. I know. There's our bees. I think it's fine for now. I do think it needs to be painted. So like once you pull it up, go back in and paint. But I think it would need to be done in black, paint on it with yellow, and then go back over it with black. So let's try all of that on the watercolor paper and see how everything comes out. And we'll water down our paste and everything. So that'll be our painting project this week, is how to watercolor, I guess. Right? So I got watercolor paper from Dollar Tree today. Let me show you what it looks like. So if you can, go get you some, or if you have some already, perfect. And then if you have a transfer that has something like this, then we could do it together tomorrow. Or if you have a canvas will work, but this is the one I just grabbed from Dollar Tree. Okay, so they're not huge sheets, you know, they're 8 by 10. I think it's perfect. You can even put it in like an 8 by 10 frame. Oops, sorry. All right, let's take that out. Oh, you know what? Let's put some stuff up first. Let's put these back on. Where was the bee? Here. The bees were here. This little guy was over here. So I'm just putting these back on the backer sheets. Okay, so that way we can save them and use them again tomorrow. I like to lay mine flat. Sometimes whenever you wash them, the sides tend to curl in. Sometimes, not a big deal, just lay it flat. That's what I do. Okay. All right. You guys, I can eat now. I can eat soft food. This is soft, right? I have paint all over my hands and I don't even care. Y'all, look, I haven't eaten. Do you just do that and you just can't help yourself? Okay, my hands are kind of gross though. So let me just see if I can. I have to keep it on this side. Oh my gosh. But it's so good. Oh, I'm gonna be so upset if I needed that last one to make it all the way around. Yeah, girl, have one too. Here you go. There's plenty to share. I probably only need like half of one anyway. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh, snap. Okay. It was meant to be eaten. Look at that. 2 cases minus 1 fit perfectly all the way on the bottom. Okay. Anyways. I did have my coffee this morning. That I did. Anyways, if you missed the beginning of this, you guys, feel free to type in the word jar, J-A-R, and I will send you the info where I got everything. Let's see. I might have to stack like 4. I'll show you guys in a second. 4 inside. See, now I need to go back and get another 2 boxes and stack them here, right? Because look, if I stacked it, I need to go back and double this. So if I stack, I can stack 2 on the outside, and I need to get another box of this, and I can stack them all the way up in the middle. So I'll probably do that just so it's full. Not like we actually need to eat all of this, but if we have family and everybody come over, then they can help us eat everything, right? Which, I have a brother and 3 boy cousins, and my sisters can eat too. Not just them, I can eat too. Well, these I could probably eat. Ooh, these I could totally eat. It's fine. You could do the same thing with like the Peeps. Put the Peeps inside, like all the way around. Use it. Put something in the middle, because who actually eats Peeps? I don't. You might. And that's okay. I won't judge you for eating Peeps. It's okay. No, I'm teasing. But you could put the Peeps inside and then fill the center with like eggs, like decorative eggs. So the Peeps that you're not going to actually eat. And you could just use it as decoration. And then stick some flowers in the center of it. Oh, that would be so stinking cute. Okay. So check it out without me dropping it. Can you guys see what I did? So I put a set of 4 walls and then a stack centered all the way up, and then the little Debbie cakes, the Easter cake ones, around the outside. So now again, I just need to go back, fill up all the way around, and then I could probably fit 4 more here and then stack the rest of the oatmeal pies up. Yay! All right, you guys. Well, I think that's it for now. Let me hold this up so you guys can see. So besides going back and wanting to color in all of the sides, this is kind of how it turned out. So again, we want to go back and color in that. The outside ones are pretty, but we want to color in those. Our hummingbird, he looks good. So anyways, yay! All right, you guys, well, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, go get you some watercolor paper, and let's try and work on one of these tomorrow. Let's practice with it and see how it works, and then maybe I can go back and edit the jar, okay? All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Hit the heart button for me, and if you want any of the supplies, feel free to type in the word jar, J-A-R, and I'll send it to your messenger. Just be sure to click supply list, okay? All right, you guys, have fun. Take care.